And we are now recording.
You've got it. The world of Igdall is a fairly new world in the realm of things. The people of Scientia, a largely magical study country and technologically advanced, have found research that states the world is only about 10,000 years old. But humanoid civilization is only 6,000 years old. Everyone has gone through their lives fairly peacefully. This world has only had one war, and that was a long time ago. Now, in the present, we are starting. Hello? Did I glitch out?
Hello. No,
Nope.
no, you're good.
Hello.
Alright. Sorry, I thought I glitched out for a second. We are
What-
starting on Una Aki 1st. 6,000. The day of the new year.
Whoa.
Now, no one really celebrates the new year, and you've all ended up in Vinus, a port city in Odresh. It's a bustling city of all types of faces, considering it kind of just. It's a center of lots of travel. It's a major port city, after all. You all did your session zeros, and you all ended up there in some way, shape, or form. And you all heard one common thing. In the middle of town square was a man yelling, "Blizzard predicted." Eventually, your fears were calmed down, and it's just predicted. It might be tomorrow, might be the next day. But now we start. On the morning of Aki 1st, 6,000. We will start with Tane, the turtle who ended up sleeping on the beach. You awake to your stuff buried underneath the sand as you left it, and the sun is rising. What do you do?
I'm gonna head back into town. I want to meet the locals and just kind of hear about interesting stuff in the world to like decide where I want to travel next.
Alright. You see a majority of elves, much like I explained during your session zeros, but there's still plenty of other faces. There's even a furbolg. There's a couple tieflings strewn about, many elves, Eladrin, High Elf. There's even a human, strangely enough.
Can I talk to the human?
You want to talk to the human?
Yeah, I want to ask them what they're doing.
Alright.
Why are they here?
He's about 5'6", brown-eyed, deep auburn brown hair, pale skin. He turns to you and goes, "Oh, hey there," as you approach.
Hi there, Sonny. I just was wondering if you'd maybe give this old lady some time and conversation.
That shouldn't be an issue.
I don't know if I've ever seen a human before. I mean, it's my first time in the city. Do you come here often?
Well, I do in specifics. I kind of live here.
Oh,
Where are you from? I haven't seen a turtle in a while.
it's not a big island, but that's where my family and I and all the other, well, all the turtles I know are from.
Well, we've got a great town here. Feel free to explore.
Thank you,
But,
Sonny.
with the blizzard predicted, I would try and find shelter.
Where should I stay?
Inside any of the buildings, they should have space for anyone to stay.
Hey, thank you.
Not a problem. He gives a soft smile and waves as he walks, seemingly to do his job or whatever he may do. Is there anything else you do?
Not in particular.
All right. Then I will cut to literally everyone else. Because everyone else ended up in the same place.
Eh.
You all awake within the ivory mug. You've met with the dwarven barkeep, who you now know as Jadeblade or Vasig, depending on what you would rather call him. What do you do as you wake up?
Gonna check the weather. Can I go to work today?
It seems cloudy. When you look outside your window, it seems like it definitely could start storming. Whether that means snow or rain, you're not quite sure. You are fairly young.
I'm gonna go get some food, and I'm gonna see if it changes while I'm eating.
All right. So you are now in the lobby of the tavern. Is there anything anyone else does in specifics, or is everyone going to end up there just about?
Dion.
Basically going to end up.
Basically
Dion
gonna
actually
end
kind of.
there.
Yeah.
Dion actually kind of starts to head out of the tavern. Kind of with obvious intentions that she's kind of just going back home, in a sense.
Your mother stops you.
What?
Don't go back. There is still a blizzard.
And
You will not make it in time to your cave. She is saying this out loud. And roll me perceptions for those of you that are already in the kind of eating area in the bar.
Got you.
Oh.
Alright. Should we put it in campaign or should we say it?
You can put it in campaign.
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay.
Because that'll just make it easier to keep track of all the numbers.
Yep.
Seraphina doesn't notice anything with that 8.
Nope.
Anyone above 12, though, could have heard it. So, you hear an Eladrin woman talking to Dion. Would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah. You see a elven woman about 100 years or so. Probably just became an adult not too long ago. she's kind of wearing kind of like leather armor, obviously made by someone, but not well kempt. And she kind of has just on her back, she kind of is wearing a gray wolf hide. As it's obvious she doesn't really live with civilization that often, as she's kind of dirty, but slightly dirty, but not to the point where it'd be harmful, but just aesthetically unpleasing.
Fair enough. Hope is just gonna kind of watch. It's not really her business to intrude, so she's going to continue on eating.
Fair enough.
Dione kind of goes and kind of sits back down and is kind of looking at the food. It's obvious she's not entirely sure of what she's supposed to do to get some food.
Right. Your mother walks up to you and goes, "You ask the man,
The one.
Vasig? Aye. Can we get some breakfast? Not a problem." As the dwarven man kind of walks behind the bar and gets some food. And next to you, Chitter, you said you were at the bar, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Next to you, you see a Kenku. Chitter, would you like to describe your character?
So you see this really short Kenku, like 3 foot something. Like I don't have the exact inches on me right now, but she's tiny, okay, and she's wearing red robes with. Hold on, I gotta pull up the picture. Red robes, gold trim, and she's black, but she's got this orange and yellow feathers on her shoulders and this fox mask that she just has on her head. She's not wearing it. It's just off to the side on her head. And from what you can see, she's drawing a fox while she's eating.
That's adorable. The dwarven man comes back and hands Dione some eggs and what can be assumed to be pancakes or flapjacks, whatever you want to call them.
Has Dione
And-
eaten these two things before?
You've probably had the eggs.
Yeah.
The pancakes are kind of a new concept to you,
Hmm.
living in the forest for a while. And the dwarf will turn to the Kenku. "Is there anything I can get you?"
She writes a note.
Okay, what does it say?
She's just gonna say, "Anything but eggs, please."
You got it. Bacon and pancakes.
Bacon and
And
pancake.
he walks off. Is there any interaction between you two? Or is it
Dione?
obviously you don't know each other?
Dione is kind of like looking at this Kenku because I doubt she's encountered a Kenku.
No, she's definitely not seen a Kenku. She's barely even seen an Arakakra.
Yeah, she's kind of just like looking at this what seems to be a giant raven, kind of confused. Like as it's obvious she doesn't really know what chitter is.
Yeah.
So, out of my arsenal of vocabulary words,
Oh yeah.
Chitter's,
Totally.
Chitter's gonna look at you and say, "You startled me! Are you lost for me?"
What?
Oh, that's adorable.
What? And then Dot kind of continues eating, like looking at Chitter, not like exactly staring, but like trying to figure out, is this like an actual bird? Is this a person?
It's a bird person.
It's a bird person. Yes.
It's both.
Well, all right. And now she's going to go back to drawing. She doesn't have many words. She can't start a conversation.
Yeah.
So she's
Outside, you hear Graham Tane as well. You hear that same man from your session zeros yelling, "Blizzard! Incoming!" this time.
I'd like to go inside now.
Alright.
Not
You head
100%
inside.
sure what a blizzard is. Like, I've heard.
But
I'm
you
also
were
not
also
stupid.
told to get inside
Yeah.
Alright,
I
so where are you
guess-
going to head?
What is around me? What is nearest to me?
The tavern is kind of always near, because it's kind of in the center. You've got the training grounds from your session zero that you saw,
Mm-hmm.
and you've also got the library.
I'll go to the tavern because I don't think the training grounds I'd want to hang out, but I can talk to people in the tavern. That'll be nice.
Alright, fair enough. The doors swing open, not necessarily violently, but you do see a turtle walking through. Tane, would you like to describe your character?
I am a 5 foot and like a half tall turtle, basically walking on my 2 feet. I've got leathery skin, but it's like especially wrinkly, and I'm not wearing anything. I've got some equipment. You can see like there's like a shield strapped to me. I've also got a shawl that goes over my shoulders and it's tied in a knot in front. And on my shell, there's a painting of a stylized sun.
Yeah. Alright. Soon you hear the rushing winds of a blizzard outside. You're all kind of in this lobby area, and it was described in the session zeros that he has been boarding up the windows since yesterday and kind of getting everything set for this. If you try and look outside through the cracks, you'll see just basically whiteout conditions of white and fast snow going past the windows. And let me change the music a bit.
Just like the Chitter tried to start conversation. It was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Problem is, it's probably with the worst character you can try and start a conversation with.
just staring at her, and she doesn't have that many words. She
Yeah.
tries.
You
gotta
start
look at
with
my
me.
Alright.
person.
The wolves doesn't make sense. Why is that going on?
Okay, I'm done
No.
The
having a
wolves
sleep.
are
funny 'cause I
upset
just-
there's a blizzard.
I just two lines,
mean,
one after another.
Dione, you understand why that would make sense.
Yeah.
You know them.
Yes, I do know the wolves. I've actually yeah, you know what? At her age, actually, she's probably known that pack for generations.
Yeah.
Quite literally, yeah.
Chitter, you are dying.
I am.
Alright. The lobby area gets colder, and you are kind of... How do I describe this? It's more of a chilling feeling. It's not even temperature-wise, necessarily, because you're not outside. The dwarf stands up on the bar and looks to the crowd of people that are in the tavern. All right, We're going to be in here for a while. It's time to get cozy. Get to know each other. What?
What did he just say?
He said, time to get cozy. We're going to get to know each other because we'll be in here a while.
Upon
Probably
that,
close to a day, it looks like.
upon
Oh, boy.
looking at that, Dione just kind of shifts in her chair. She looks a tad upset about that.
Dion's mother will put her hand on Dion's back, kind of rubbing it in that comforting manner.
Whoa.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Sounds like
No.
shitter's out in the blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I hear.
It sounds like she's going.
Yes.
Someone get a
Yes.
fan and just place it really close to their mic.
Yeah.
No, please don't.
I'd like to order some brunch.
You'd like to order?
Yeah.
All right.
Some-
What would you like?
You got anything nice and warm?
You've got it. And he will go into the back.
Swear to God, if he brings out turtle soup.
Oh my god, no, that'd be so mean.
Well, here's the best part. Anything but eggs.
Yeah.
Like,
So
he comes
I'm
out
sitting
eventually.
at the bar
with-
too.
Yeah.
Assuming there's still seats left.
There is. Because you gotta think about it, there's the bar, then there's the tables on the other side of the room, kind of. With an aisle in the center, kind of
Okay.
leading to it. So there's still plenty of space within the tavern. And he
I see a Kenku,
kinda
right?
comes out. Yes, you see a Kenku and an elf beside you.
An
Well, one of those
upset-looking
things is
elf.
more exciting than the other.
Yes.
Very. Alright.
Okay. I want to talk to this lovely Kenku. That.
Okay, then feel free to RP.
Hello there.
hello there.
Hmm?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good. How are
That's
you
all you
doing?
needed? Oh no,
She just
does she
starts
have the
writing.
vocabulary?
Aw.
She might not have the vocabulary for that.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
So she hands you. She's going to hand you the drawing of a fox. And in the corner, it's gonna have this little tiny writing that says, "I'm doing great. How are you?"
Hmm.
This is drawing. Regardless of how it actually looks, I think it's beautiful, by the way.
Beautiful.
She is a grandma.
Yes.
I would hang it on my fridge if I
It's
had
going
one.
right on the fridge.
It's going on the back of my shelf.
That's adorable.
I'll ask. I'm doing good. Do you like foxes?
Just, she's shaking. She doesn't have.
You shaking yes or not? Like no.
Yeah,
They're
she's
just
shaking her
shaking.
head
Just-
no.
She's just trembling. So she
Oh,
pulls out another
no.
fox drawing, and then in big
Aw.
letters on the back it writes, "Yes."
Hmm.
So that's a yes. Do you have trouble speaking?
Trouble speaking.
The
Okay.
dwarf
You-
will come in and go, she's a Kenku.
Oh, I've heard about Kenku before.
They can
That
only
makes
speak
sense.
in words they've heard.
So
Is that right? He turns to Chitter.
Is that right?
Hmm.
Adorable.
Diane is still looking at is like still looking at this Kenku. Like she kind of seems to understand. Like now she has a name for what this thing is.
do I notice that this elf is looking at my new Kenku friend? My new Kenku child?
Hmm.
Roll me, actually, what's your passive? Perception.
15.
15? Yeah, you'd notice fairly easily that there is an elf looking at your...
A very unkempt
New
elf,
Kenku
might I
friends.
add. A very
Yeah, very
looking
unkempt elf.
Yes.
Which is
I-
kind of strange for elves, by the way. Because elves have this kind of high and mighty, always must be clean, always must be proper and prim.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this one's walking around with dirt on her face.
The only saving grace would be a wood elf, because typically they're in the nature and stuff like that, but she is not a wood elf. You're an Elgin, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just strange.
Seasonal elf, actually.
Yeah.
Turn to this elf sitting at the bar, and I'm gonna go, "Oh, hello there, and who are you?"
Dione?
Oh, my name's Tayton, but you can call me Gram Gram.
Okay.
Are you from around here?
Yeah.
That's
Dione is not. She's not one for conversation.
Well then.
It's pretty clear.
Alright. He pulls out a deck of cards. They look strange to most people's eyes. If you would like to understand what they are, roll me an intelligence
I'm
check.
scared.
Why are you scared?
It's a strange deck of cards. We all.
Deck of
Well,
many things.
yeah.
Guess what?
We're all D&D players.
There's a few decks of cards that it could be. But roll me a basic intelligence check.
My character's an uneducated swine.
I understand. Mine lives in the woods.
Mine's the Gram Gram.
No, it's funny because she tried to talk to me and I'm like, I don't have enough words.
Alright. So, a 15 and above can actually
Damn.
understand. Sorry. I see that you got literally one less than that, but
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
you can see that there are definitely cards around that do many things. This is not the deck of many things for any viewers and or players that are thinking that.
Heh.
You guys are level 4, I'm not that stupid. You understand that it looks like it could be decks of cards that may be used to tell the future. Or play a game. I know my players know what I'm talking about, but out of character, it's a Taraka deck. The cards double as tarot cards as well as a game. He's just silently shuffling them in his hand. So, anyone want to play a game?
Want to play a game?
You want to play a game, little bird?
Little bird.
Oh! Alright. It's a simple enough game. All you've got to do is beat the number I draw. Alright?
Alright.
He deals 4 cards to you and 4 cards to himself and sets the rest of the deck aside. Roll me a d8.
Wait. Wait, so I've So this is a 2.
2? Oh.
2.
You lay down the card, and it is the 5 of Elementalist. He lays down the card, and it's the 4 of Abjurer. He looks to you and goes, "Ah, dang it. I've never been good at this game."
Never have been good at this game.
You beat me fair and square.
She just gives you a drawing of a fox.
Thank you, young one. He'll hang it up behind the bar.
Oh.
Now, for anyone interested, I could also do a reading.
A what?
A
What
reading.
type of reading?
Basically, a look to the future, maybe a warning for the present,
Hope's gonna
and
shyly
something to
raise a
keep from
hand.
your past.
I'm
You
gonna
raise your
say
hand, Hope?
I'm pretty sure I know what my future is.
All right. Hope, would you like to describe your character as you raise your hand?
You see, sort of sitting off with a food that has nothing but crumbs, but you see a small house mouse on the plate, eating at the rest of the crumbs. Is Hope. She is a fairly average height, 5'6", tiefling woman, tall, lean, toned. Hope stands at around 5'6", tiefling, standing tall, lean, and toned, with golden yellow skin, orange copper hair kept in this low, neat bun. One horn seems to be broken, the other one seems to be pulled back and sort of curved. Her tail is sort of this classic, thin, flexible spear-tip tail, wearing what appears to be a breastplate and a shield presenting a symbol of a dragonfly in it. And wearing these sort of furry pauldrons and this red sort of fabric from out from it. It noticed that on her right hand she has a leather glove while her other hand is bare, and she has a scar on her left eyebrow with emerald green pupilless eyes as she looks to the man.
Interesting. You want a reading?
No harm in it, might as well.
My kind of girl. Alright. Come on up. Take a seat.
You see her place out her hand, and the mouse goes up into her hand, and she goes to her belt, and there's this little pouch, and it goes into the pouch, and she walks over.
Aw. Little mouse friend?
Yeah, parsley.
Well, she's always welcome here.
Thank you.
So you'd like a reading?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand how it'll work?
You mentioned something about past, something about a present, something about the future.
That would be true. 3 cards. 1 for your past. The 2nd for your present. The 3rd for your future.
Interesting.
Let's get started. He leans on the bar, shuffling the cards once more, doing a few interesting little flourishes. He even pulls back one of the cards on the top, bending it until it flicks off, and he catches it in the middle of the deck and sinks it in and shuffles it again.
So extra.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yes.
Always. The first card. The druid, upside down. This in your past. Some kind of thing has shaped much of the way you think, much of the way you move. It tells me that you're trying to look either to the nature, some kind of higher power, to search for answers. Maybe those will come.
She just gestures to her shield.
The swashbuckler. In the present. We are in a port town. Keep an eye out for sailors. They're not always the best people. Sea travel might have something to do with your present. Maybe it's treasure, maybe it's travel. These cards always have many meanings. Now for the future. The Beast card. Some kind of evil shall stay. Maybe it's close to you. Maybe it's inherently in the world. But there will be a beast for you to slay.
Alright then. Interesting reading.
Thank you.
Not a problem. And she places a gold coin down before taking a seat, probably closer to the bar now,
No
to see
need
if
to
anyone else is
pay.
interested.
Yeah.
It's not for the reading, just a thank you.
Alrighty then. I appreciate it. Anyone else?
Dione just kind of nervously kind of just raises her hand like Hope did.
Huh. The elf wants one?
Yeah,
I'd be happy to oblige. He starts shuffling again, not nearly as flourished this time. Just shuffling, looking into your eyes. I'll let you draw the first card. Your
Dione,
past.
Dione kind of nervously kind of puts a kind of draws a card and just
The
kind
miser. Someone is keeping secrets from your past. It could be someone close to you. Most likely, someone close to you. But they are keeping secrets. Whether they think it's for the good of you, or the good of them. I'd be weary of getting close to anyone. Your present. The abjurer. This means that you're bound to create something. Creation, in this sense, could mean that you are creating relationships, could mean that you're making a better future. Either way, it shall be your hand and your hand's connections. the torturer in the future. There are many strifes ready for you, but you can make it through. If you can deal with the punishment of dealing with things that have happened, or, you know, something along the lines of literal torture, I do believe you can make it. I want to see that present card come to fruition. I want to see what you can create. He takes 3 cards and shuffles them back into the deck. The blizzard outside seems to die down, almost. Still snowing very hard, to the point where you might not want to step outside. But it's not nearly as loud. That was a quick one. Typically they're days long.
Do you get these blizzards often?
Normally when it's winter.
Ah. Must be hard.
What season is it, actually?
It is the first day of winter.
Ah. So...
Alright. Now, is there anyone else? Or, can I put the cards away?
Chitter's gonna look at you and just be impressed.
Alright. I'll take that as, put the cards away, you old man.
Funny.
Ah, the quiet one speaks.
Mm-hmm.
Serafina, can you describe your character?
Yeah. Okay, so basically what you see is a odd mixture of sorts, a yuan tiefling, standing at 5'4", light ashy gray skin with golden scales dotting like certain patches throughout. These sort of cat-like golden eyes, long white hair braided back, stopping about a little bit past her bottom, and she's definitely not wearing clothes suited for this sort of weather, that's for sure. She has small horns that sort of go up a bit in this like curved motion, and she's just sort of sitting there, arms crossed.
Are you upset about something?
Nope.
Are you cold?
Perhaps.
Got it. He'll go over to the fireplace and start a fire. Pretty quickly. It seems like the wood was prepared, because he just struck the match, put it on the log, and there was a fire.
I can do that with just it.
If we're going to be prissy, I can always put you out in the snow.
No, thank you.
You should show some manners.
It's not a problem. I have this, and she gestures to her fur pauldrons. If you need any more warmth.
Thank you. She sort of raises an eyebrow.
Manners. Hi, I'm Hope.
Hello, Serafina.
Pleasure to meet you.
Mhm.
See, this one knows how to show some manners.
She's gonna glance glance at the turtle. I never got your name.
My name's Tane, but if you prefer, you can call me Graham Graham.
Yes.
It's nice to meet you, Graham Graham.
Grandma
Oh, nice
Turtle.
to meet you too.
Hmm.
See, all it takes is an introduction, and maybe a blizzard.
I could do without the blizzard part.
I
Trust
agree.
me, I could too.
Seems like it'd be good for business, though.
You'd be surprised how much more bar fights happen during these.
Oh.
Don't go giving people ideas now.
There is not enough people in here.
Dione kind of looks
that
at her
true?
mother and she's like, what's a bar fight?
Well, it's when the bar comes to life. It's actually a
Obviously,
mimic.
it's when the bar becomes a mimic and starts fighting you.
She's never been in a tavern, alright?
Neither is Chitter, but you don't see Chitter freaking out.
Chitter doesn't have the words to freak out.
Well, what of you all? I don't think we got much of anyone's name.
Hi, I'm.
Wait, what'd you say?
Hi, I'm Hope.
Two people named
That's-
Hope?
My name's Hope.
My name's Hope.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Are you sure that's your name?
Chitter's gonna go into her little notepad, and she's gonna write her name on it as Chitter.
Oh, okay. Thank
Chitter.
gods.
Chitter.
Oh, what a cute name.
What a
Got
cute
it.
name.
You're precious.
God, this kangaroo is beautiful.
Precious.
Ah, Chitter. Interesting. And, the confused one? And she sort of glances at Dione.
Dione.
What was that? I'm a little hard of hearing.
Dione.
He said
to meet you,
Dione,
Gran
Gram.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you, Dione.
Yeah.
You should look at your elders when you're speaking.
Dione
I can
just
picture
kind
her looking away.
Yeah, no, she's kind of like looking like down at her plate. It's obvious she's kind of anxious.
Chitter's
okay,
gonna try and
sweetheart.
take.
Who else is within this tower that seems to have been quiet, that sort of, like, seems to stick out?
Well, I'm not sure if he wants to. John, do you want to? Because I knew you weren't certain if you were going to be able to play today.
Bet.
All right.
That's a yes.
Okay. So, at like one of the far ends of the tavern, sitting by his lonesome, you just see this 6 foot tall, gray, armored individual. He is holding drinking out of a large, mug, and it seems like it's some sort of mead or ale. But as he puts it down and looks up, you just see this emotionless expression on his face, as you would recognize this person to be humanoid in feature, dark gray skin, no facial hair whatsoever. But the thing that kind of draws the most attention is his eyes. It actually doesn't look like he has any.
They're just
Uh,
that sunken.
Yes.
I mean, it's like the color of his eyes are the exact same color of his skin.
Change.
Yeah.
So you can see him
Changeling.
blinking, but you can't actually see his eyes because they're the same color of his skin.
He's playing a changeling.
Everyone's a
Good.
changeling.
Everyone's
sir.
a changeling.
Hello.
You wish
Why,
to
hello
join?
there.
You wish to join the rest of us?
You wish to join the rest of us?
In pulling cards.
Well, we were playing cards. We probably just drink and talk.
Make the time go faster.
Time go faster.
He quietly gets up, walks over to the rest of the group, and sits down.
Your name?
It's a strange one.
Okay.
And just call me Yig for now.
Yeah, for now.
It is.
Yig for now.
Yeah.
And anyone else we're missing that has not really spoken up?
Not currently. Aside from if you want some NPCs, there's probably a couple other elves in there.
Alright. I think we're good then. Just kind of all sitting at the bar.
So, what
Yeah,
is this?
where's Cicada?
What is this pulling of cards that you guys have been doing? Seems futile.
It's a
You
little
want to play, little
futile. What it is a Taraka deck.
Okay.
They double as a normal 54 card deck, as well as tarot cards. They allow me to look at someone's past, present, and future, as well as a little bit of magic if I want.
Do you mind if I draw a card?
You want to draw a card?
I mean, this is what everyone else has been doing for entertainment.
Well, then what's your question? If you're going to specifically draw one card, you must ask the deck a question. General
There's
enough.
someone I'm looking for. Someone who has betrayed me. How would I be able to locate this individual without being known?
Interesting. Well, he spreads the deck out, kind of fanning them. Draw a card.
And so Yig draws, and as he does, if anybody's looking at him, on his hand it seems to be some sort of religious branding. I would guess if anybody wants to roll a religion check, you can figure out what it is.
First, because it's on your hand as you're grabbing something, it may not be as noticeable. So if anyone wants to look, I'd have them roll perception.
Okay.
I'm too busy drawing another fox.
Too busy
I've
not
got
wanting
too
to
many-
talk to people, and happy the attention's off her.
You're just
All
like,
right.
I don't want to talk to anyone. And I'm like, I've got so many people to draw fox for now.
Does anyone else want to look, or maybe Cicada, maybe
No? Okay, perfect.
All
Good
right.
job.
Nat
Then
one
no one
perception. No one notices.
You.
Oh, Hope.
Oh,
Oh, dang, Hope.
I see. So
Looks like I
Hope
know.
definitely sees it. And that 17 on religion, you recognize it as. Let me pull up his character stuff because I can't remember off the top of my head who it would be.
The goddess of death?
The symbol for Kasiri, the goddess of death. As he draws the diviner card. Interesting. That seems kind of like an obvious answer. How to find someone you're looking for? You drew the diviner card. Someone that can cast something like locate person.
Locate person, scrying, locate objects, such like that, right?
Exactly.
Could I ask another question?
All right.
Might I cut in? Yig, are you religious?
You could say that.
Well, I happen to be a follower of a deity myself. I was just wondering, your how religious you are.
You could say I was created by religion.
The dwarf kind of smirks in a knowing look.
Interesting. And just she goes back to her drink.
Why?
You said
do
you wanted to ask
ask
another
that?
question.
Yes. Give me just a second. What might be your name?
Oh, I'm Hope.
Hope?
Mhm.
Why did you ask that question?
Oh, it was just out of curiosity. I am a follower of I'm a follower of Bendy. Betty?
Bendy.
Bendy.
And
Bendy. Yes,
with
Bendy.
with my background, can I assume I know who that is?
You've probably got the entire pantheon like on the back of your hand.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I get it.
So can you
Like you
relate
probably
that for me
know
really quick?
that really, really well. Betty is the
Goddess of fate, oracle of
Yeah.
the gods, blah blah blah.
That's interesting. So fate, huh?
Mhm.
Well, I am.
That actually makes more sense why you were so curious about these. And he points at the cards.
Mhm.
Well,
Reading fate.
it sounds a little ironic for me to say this, but I was created by death.
Mhm. That's pretty interesting.
How is one created by death?
Tane will find out soon enough.
Hmm? Old turtle grandma, old turtle grandma.
Sorry, I
Well-
just felt like making all of you cry.
Bitch.
Well, let's just say that in order to die, first you have to be born. Such is the cycle of life and death.
Mhm.
First, you have to be born.
Can confirm.
Cycle of death.
Yes.
But Yes, I would now like to pull that second card.
All right. Well, what's your second question? As he takes the diviner card and shuffles it back in.
If this person knows how to block such magics, what would be the next best way to
The
find
next
them?
best way. Interesting.
Well, because if you know what I am, you may have heard some things.
Just because I know what you are doesn't mean I know anything about you.
Very true. I
At
don't
least-
come up here a lot.
Not as much as the cards do.
And that's when he yoinked out his card.
You pulled the seer card. It seems if they know how to block it, they'll show at some point.
Hmm.
They'll definitely show their face. The seer card tells me that it's written in your future that the answer to your question will present itself.
Present it.
Soon enough, the blizzard dies down completely. Snow falling slowly again. And the dwarf walks to the back. Give me 2 seconds, I'll get the key.
Get the key.
So,
Feel free
Did
to have
everybody-
interactions as I...
Dion's just kind of sitting uncomfortably, kind of just like looking at the door at the moment.
While you guys are being
Waiting.
awkward, Chitter is going up to all of you, handing you all your very own fox.
I am so happy to be gifted with this beautiful piece of art.
A third fox drawing.
Yes.
They're all better than the last.
Yes.
Yig for now. And she
Aw.
hands you a drawing, not just of a fox, but she also put tiny words on cycle of death.
Yeah.
well,
Wait, who did she hand this
Interesting.
drawing to?
To
Yig.
Yig, but she said Yig for now.
well, this is a strange. It's
Mhm.
nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
So why is? Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, what brings you all in town? Your business, once we exit this tavern.
Family is from there.
From where?
She's gonna start shaking.
Oh
Here?
no!
I didn't mean to. All right. Who else?
Aw.
Well, I'm looking for a trader.
Yeah.
Traitor.
So you've mentioned.
When I find them, they will die. Simple as that.
They
So,
will die.
Nice to
Who
have
is that?
aspirations.
Oh
is
no!
this?
The king now has that line.
Oh God!
No.
Who is that? Who is this traitor?
I guess you could say in surface world terms that he was a friend of mine. And he
Peter's
decided
learning
to
a
go
lot.
against the
Yeah.
goddess's wishes.
I'm gonna let you know this entire I took out my drawing notebook because I didn't have to worry about lines and I could just write. I've been writing so
Nice.
small in this entire page.
Nice.
I've got so
Uh,
many words.
That
Notebook
helps
that
you
help.
though.
Hmm.
Well, and the rest of you?
I'm just looking for something new. I know that's silly to say, but I've spent most of my life in the same place, and well, most of my friends are gone from there, and it was starting to feel a little lonely.
Question, DM.
Yes.
So, because of my specific, expertise, could I see how close she is to death?
Do you have any abilities that would allow you to do that?
Um, doesn't look like it, but I was just
Could
trying
you
to go.
see
Then
how-
roll a basic insight check.
My thing is, could you see how close Chitter is to death? The 6-year-old?
Yes.
She's
The
got a
60
brand new life.
The one on her own?
Yeah?
The baby?
Closeness to death doesn't include circumstances of the surrounding world.
Yeah, I was
Closeness
just
to
kinda-
death encompasses the person themselves.
Yeah,
I mean, she could.
She could, yes.
We have no
But
clue. This
She
kid has
doesn't have
never
any
seen a
specific
doctor.
ailments.
Oh my god, what is...
This kid
That's
has never
also
seen a
22?
doctor.
Okay.
Uh, but she definitely seems that she's kind of on her last leg. Specific timing is uncertain.
Yeah. Looking for your last adventure, huh?
I
Oh,
suppose you
God.
could say that. I try not to think. It's too
I
far
try
about
not
what's
to
to
think,
come. It's
period.
really life's last big surprise for me, and I'd prefer it stay that way.
Last adventure, huh?
All right then.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
What
God.
about you, little... What about you, Hope?
I work at a temple, and our goal is to help redeem those who have done wrong. So I went to go see if any criminals here that might want a second chance at life.
That's
Second
so
chance at
noble
life.
of you.
Thank you. Something I'm quite looking forward to.
That is a very gracious goal of yours.
Indeed. That's what my temple is for, and that's why I believe in Betty. Because, well, it's fate. And I believe that, yes, things are set a way that they are, but you can turn that around with faith.
Fate is never truly set in stone until you make your choice.
Indeed.
Soon the dwarf walks out, pausing in the doorway as he looks toward the lobby where you guys are standing, looking almost confused. And then he shrugs, walking over to the door to unlock them to let people out. Some of the elves that are not you guys start shuffling out.
Mm.
Welcome to the Silvery Rose.
Dione, kind of immediately upon seeing the doors unlocked, kind of just goes and kind of starts walking towards the door.
Dione,
Mm.
you notice your mother looking around.
She kind of pauses and tries to see what her mother's looking at.
Oh, God.
What?
Where did she go?
She approaches her mother.
Six just asleep at a table.
Yes.
Just been sleeping.
Yes.
I'd like
Oh. Where did
What?
she go? She didn't run off, did she?
She kind of pauses, like, at the door. Just kind of seems to be contemplating.
Good sir, do you think we can, I can get a drink before I leave? She sort of calls over to the barkeep.
There is no answer. He seems to be going about his business.
I'm gonna get up. Excuse me? And sort of lean over.
He walks over to Dion's mother. You looking for someone? Yes. You saw the elven woman that was with me, right? I? Do you know where she went? If I knew that, I wouldn't be asking you. Sorry? Sorry?
damn.
Uh-oh.
Can they not see us?
Dione kind of starts to approach her mom and tries to, like, grab her arm.
Your hand passes through.
What?
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Go for it.
I'm gonna just
Chitter-
try and poke
Chitter's
the...
going to try and draw another fox.
I'm gonna
More
try and
fox.
poke the barkeep and see if it has the same effect of passing.
Your hand also goes through him.
Yeah, nope, only a 7.
Yeah, you don't seem to notice. You wouldn't be able to tell anything of any specifics, but you can definitely tell that magic is somehow involved.
This is
Am I able to draw a
normal.
fox?
Yes, because it is your stuff.
Okay,
Dione starts to kind of, like, look around nervously and,
I'm gonna poke the sleeping patron to see if we pass through fucking cicada.
You poke him. You actually feel something.
Oh, and I shake him awake.
No. No, hold up, no. I was dreaming about snake dudes.
Are you?
Hello there.
Oh god.
You can see us?
Yeah, I can see you guys. Why?
Nobody can
Cicada,
see
I don't
us.
think you
Yeah.
described your character yet.
We
Oh.
seem to be under some sort of magical influence.
Cicada,
Time to
have you
get
introduced your
cozy.
character yet?
I believe so, no.
No.
I'm just picturing a giant cicada.
Yes.
Then please describe your character.
Yes.
What you see is a giant cicada.
I am Tree.
I am Tree.
Free of its mortal shell of a husk. So basically, what you see. Let me just pull up a little character description. It's a little outdated, so I'll make a little bit of changes. What you see is a little tanned, 5'6" male in his mid-20s. His hair's dyed teal, and it's in this short and messy hairdo that covers up one of his eyes. He's wearing this weird little desert attire, and he gives off this weird smell of this strange.
Chitter tried to place another one of her drawings next to Dion's mother, and she didn't seem to notice.
Dione is starting to kind of, like, lean, like, put her hand in front of her mother's face. Like, trying to get her attention.
She doesn't seem to notice. Still focused on trying to find, well, you.
Maybe you guys are like ghosts.
Yeah.
He is kind of like sits up, placing his left hand, which is covered in this weird little star themed tattoo all the way up his arm.
Wouldn't
As
that
a
make
kind
you a
of-
ghost too?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen the spirit before in my dreams. Maybe this is like another dream.
Cycle
Maybe
of death.
Maybe we're doing the vehement session. I don't know.
Shush!
Hello.
Let me try something. And you see the dude like who looks to be of like Pacific Islander origin. If this was the real world, he just kind of like looks at one of the people and, would my mind link work, Jackson?
Yes, actually.
Ooh. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Ah. Ugh. Who's talking?
Uh,
The woman kind of goes, what? No one has spoken.
Alright, so this is gonna sound weird. I might be on a bad trip, so I don't know. So correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like at least 3 of us. At least 3 of us. I
I'm
like ghosts. At least 3 of us like ghosts, and like you can't see us. There's like this one tiefling pineapple-looking thing.
I'm also apparently a ghost.
There's this one. I think it's a gargoyle. I don't know.
At least 3 of us.
Let's see. There's also what the fuck Dion looks like, because I don't have his fucking character
An
description.
elf. An elf.
Oh yeah, an elf.
Homeless elf.
Man.
Yes, a homeless elf. A very homeless-looking elf. Yes.
Uranus as an elf.
Not
And
as
there's, like,
dirty, but you know.
And there's like this one person who's like, I think they're drawing a cat. A fox.
A cat? A dog?
That's how you describe
Mixture
them,
of
not a giant
both.
bird.
Oh yeah.
Chitter's going to walk up.
There's also
What are you
And
talking about?
instead
A
of giving
kangaroo?
you a drawing,
The woman just goes,
she's going to
"What?"
try and poke you with pencil.
I'm sorry, what?
Chitter is going to poke Cicada with a pencil. He
Oh my
doesn't
God.
deserve a fox.
yeah, and it's poking
Okay,
me.
you... Ah. Well, why? Why the fuck are you ghosts?
But I don't know. I just woke up here.
Get out of my head. You see the
Cicada.
woman very concerned looking over to the dwarf.
Wait, I'm looking. I gotta look at my
I-
stat stuff. Wait, I might be able to help us because I realize.
We love.
You don't sense anything odd, out of the ordinary.
Can you
There's
repeat
no...
repeat the
there's
last 5
no-
seconds? I'm
She's
sorry.
using divine sense to see if she can sense any celestial fiends or anything of the sort. There's nothing. It seems to be just normal people. The only fiendish energy coming from Seraphina, actually, but it's very, very faint.
What
Damn.
about undead?
Nothing.
You see the blue tiefling sitting at the bar. He's kind of friendly, but you know.
Wrong campaign.
You look-
Ah!
Well, good news. We're not dead. I don't think.
Hooray!
We're not
I don't
dead.
know if we're
At least
dead.
we're not undead.
Hey,
Yeah.
DM,
Yes.
is there like anything I could touch that seems flammable that won't set the entire place on fire? Just so I can see if it like lights up and if there's a reaction.
No.
That's a good question.
Hmm.
You see the fire has sort of gone out. It looks to be smoldering still, but there's no major flames.
I'm
But
going
that
to
would
go
be about
over
the
to
only thing that could light on fire without lighting the entire tavern.
I'm going to go over to the fireplace. I'm just going to touch it and ignite it.
Roll me. Let's see.
I just like to point out that as this is all going on, Sakira's just staring at that one dude because he's just doing a mind link and y'all don't fucking know yet.
Roll me a general. Roll me a general luck roll.
Luck roll.
Serafina?
So is that
So it's
is that
just
just
a d20.
Okay.
Odds it'll
13.
happen. Hey, wow! I was about to say odds it'll happen and
Oh!
even So the log, strangely enough, lights on fire, but your hand never felt as if it was touching the log itself.
And we're not just falling through the floor?
Huh.
No.
Damn.
Why fall
Shitter,
through it?
can Shitter ask her god friends? Can
I'm
she
sorry,
be
what?
like, yo? Can Shitter just be like, yo, Kib, what's going on?
You're a cleric. Do you have any channel divinity?
No, I haven't looked at anything. I'm
A cleric at
asking
level
as a,
4
like
should.
a praying to her god, hoping.
So you're just gonna try praying to it?
Yeah, just be like, hey, please.
Roll me religion.
Wait. 18.
18?
Yep.
There seems to be a little bit of her mark on things. It's not necessarily a bad thing, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you can sense her kind of, how you say, kind of a magical imprint, in a way. It's definitely her power.
She's playing a prank. This is funny.
I'm.
It's funny because the Kenku has no way to even say that other than writing it.
I can't even tell you guys. I just
Can
exist.
I try and leave?
Yeah.
Leave? Where do you want to go?
Just gonna step out and kind of look around and see if anything is different.
Everything seems the same in town square. People are running through, but passing through you, if they're in your line of walking, they're just not even noticing you.
Ah, this is fun.
Shooter's gonna walk up to Graham. Because only trust Graham.
Only trust Graham.
Only trust
And
Graham.
she's gonna write a note. And the note's gonna say, "This is a funny joke."
Oh?
I'm not
That's all she's
sure
gonna
this
say?
is a joke.
It's a joke.
I don't know about you, but I don't want to be a ghost yet.
Yet.
Ghost, yeah.
Yet.
Okay,
Do you mean like someone's pulling a prank on us?
Prank on us.
Oh. Anyone in the tavern heard that?
I'm stepping back inside a little upset. Well,
Alright.
it doesn't change if we're outside of the tavern.
Yeah.
You
Outside
think
of the
someone's
tavern.
playing a joke on us?
Joke on us.
It's not very funny.
And she's gonna pull out one of her drawings of a fox. She's gonna just point at the drawing.
Oh.
Do I recognize that as a symbol of Kib?
You can recognize it as a symbol. Roll me religion.
God,
God, all of you being clerics and druids. There's gonna be so many religion rolls throughout this entire
I'm just
campaign.
only religion.
And then
Can
you have the
Dione-
sorcerer.
Does
Yeah.
Dione know? Does Dione recognize its symbol at all? Or...
Roll me religion with disadvantage for you.
Ah.
Yeah.
I would have
Oh,
missed
God.
him. I wouldn't even need to make. A
Oh
religion
God.
check.
With a 5, you do not notice Graham. Yeah, Yggdrasil, if you're even noticing the fox, you definitely recognize it as one of the major symbols of Sib, the goddess of trickery. Yeah, Dione, you definitely don't notice with a 3.
Yeah,
Come on,
Diome's,
someone pull
her
through.
breathing is definitely kind of
So,
rapid. It's
Cicada
obvious she's
actually
nervous.
also manages to find out that with that 15, it is the symbol of Sib. The stoner wins.
So,
like-
Sib, right?
Sib, right?
Mm,
Like,
Okay, I assume this is a affirmative.
Affirmative.
Oh.
So someone may be playing a trick on us.
Playing a trick on us.
I don't find him funny. And then
No.
Dione is her breathing's rapid. It's obvious she's kind of nervous.
while this is going on, can I switch my mind link to that one woman? I think
Dione's
Dione's
mother?
Yeah, that bitch.
Go for it.
Yo, what's up? It's me, your boy Cicada. Don't want to.
Are you
Don't let
fucking
one-
YouTuber?
Dwarf, I think I'm
What?
hearing what you were hearing.
Right, so don't be alarmed about what does your child look like.
My child?
When you like just panicking about it, like
But-
a few seconds ago. I don't know.
Well, she looks like a younger version of me,
Hmm.
an Eladrin.
Okay,
Do they look
okay.
homeless?
Do they look homeless? This is-
Okay. He's just gonna look over at Dion and like message the mother bat. Nice glow up. Anyways, basically, I don't know. Now,
I hate you.
This might sound alarming. So like, if you need pot brownie after this, just hit me up. I'm the dude. I'll be the dude in field. But
Well then.
basically, I think we're all kinda ghosts at the moment. Like, not dead because like I don't see any Grim Reaper or sticks around, but like we're not physically on the plane in a way that we can be seen.
Well, even if this was true disembodied voice, how would we get you out?
I don't know, man. I just woke up. It was a nice dream. I was dreaming about this one snake dude. So basically,
She just puts her head in her hands and refuses to answer anymore.
testing. Shit, I bet my last connection. Hold up, let me
Hey.
just connect real quick. And he's just gonna try and reset the mind link.
Hope is going to look up, just like look up and just go, whoever is messing with us, could we perhaps get some answers now? Fun and games are over.
Fun games.
Hmm.
Roll me
Darling.
perception, everyone.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
wisdom skill.
Come on.
Yes.
Wisdom?
Listen, you're all
Oh.
clerics and druids. You all have high wisdom. Shut up.
Wisdom, you say?
I'm surprised I
you
even
roll bad.
rolled decent.
Same. The curse of Rax lives on.
I'm still in the single digits for my rolls.
The curse of Rax lives on.
Only my modifiers are saving me.
Yes. Dion's a little too busy kind of having a panic attack.
Yeah.
At the moment.
I want to
Everyone else,
comfort
though.
Dione.
Okay, then Gram also won't notice.
Okay.
But Seraphina, Chitter, Yggdrasil all notice. Oh, and Hope. Sorry, I didn't see the 21 there. But the rest of you notice a fox strolling by the tavern in front of the open doors.
Might get back to
Shitter
your
is
little
running
shit.
after a fox. Just
Oh, no.
like the biggest grin, so happy, she's so happy.
The fox is going to do one of those pounces into the snow.
Oh,
Like, face first into the snow.
Yes.
The fox comes back up.
Hmm?
Is it like disappearing into the snow or just playing in the snow?
No, it's just playing in the snow.
Oh, okay. I am going to follow my lovely Kenku friend, not knowing what she's chasing.
Okay.
What are you running after? Slow
Follow
down.
me devoutly.
Okay.
What? Dione kind of
I know I'm following.
yeah, Dione
Yeah.
follows.
I'm following.
Yeah,
So everyone
Dione
follows. You all
Yeah.
see a fox kind of in a pile of snow rolling around and face first into the snow.
Yeah. Does Dione know this fox?
No.
How
that's fun.
how rare
You
is
also
that?
notice foxes themselves are not rare, but you notice the strange part for Odresh, especially in the beginning of winter. It's an orange fox.
Dione
It's a
kinda,
normal fox.
Do you think it can
Dione
see
kind
us?
of. Dione goes up to it and she casts speak with animals, and she's kind of
Okay.
goes up to it and just kind of attempts to, and like she kind of kneels down. She's like, hello.
It's just rolling around still.
Oh,
Chitter's
the
Chitter's
odds?
gonna go up.
You're-
She's not gonna reach it. She knows you're talking to it, but she's just gonna go over there, sit in the snow, and just watch and be very, very sweet. She's gonna have a fox drawing out in her hands, facing.
What are you doing out during winter?
You can talk to me?
Yes. Have you migrated here?
No.
Hmm?
Came out of my den.
Oh. Oh, do you live in the town?
This is a town? I just saw snow.
Huh.
It's going
Well-
to slowly start sniffing at you.
Dion lets it
Are
sniff.
you one of those animal kidnappers?
No, no, more of a caretaker of the animals around here.
Are you the one they talk about?
Yes.
Chitter, you notice the eyes kind of sparkle in excitement.
Chitter is now extremely happy. Dion is now one of her new favorite people. She has gone from hating everyone to Gram and Dion are pretty good.
Beautiful.
They're not hated. Instead, just disliked.
Oh, I'm so honored.
I'm
So-
honored.
No.
Oh, come on. Oh, Discord, are we good? Okay, we're good.
Hmm.
Do you need me to repeat that last part?
Yeah, repeat the last part. It cut out for like just a second.
The fox kind of shimmies some of the snow off of its fur. So, why do you guys smell different?
Oh, do we smell different from those around us?
Yes, that's why I asked the question.
How so exactly? I know city people usually have a certain scent difference, but how do we smell in relation to the others?
You smell like magic. To put it
Oh.
simply.
Oh. Is it normal for animals to be able to smell magic?
From what you know, spending so much time like talking to them, yes. It's kind of like sensing emotions as well, but
Ah.
it's like those tiny little bits of differences that normally people can't even tell.
Hmm. Ah, okay. So there's some sort of magic affecting us?
Well, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm afraid I don't know either. Hmm.
The fox kind of cocks its head at the drawing, now finally noticing it as it's looking around at all of you. Oh, that's cute.
Prank on us.
Even for a fox. Chitter, I don't think... does Speak with Animals make everyone able to hear them? Or is it just Dion?
It's just
the
Dion.
It's
Yeah,
just
no.
her.
So right now,
You
Dion's
just noticed
talking
that the
to
facial features on the fox, even for a fox, seem to have a... it seems to have a face of kind of realization. Oh. I always get blamed for those.
Hmm?
She said there's a prank on us.
Oh. Hmm.
I always get blamed for pranks.
Huh. Well, there's so many people are weird. They assign traits to animals that they may not have.
Oh no, I'm very tricky.
Oh?
I just don't pull
So-
pranks. I don't have thumbs.
So Yggdrasil just kind of kneels down by Dion at this point and just kind of pokes her on the shoulder.
She kind of flinches at the touch.
Sorry, what are you doing?
Talking to them.
So you're a animal speaker?
Yes. have been for a while.
Animal speaker.
So what is this fox saying?
Well, apparently, it can smell magic on us, but it can also comprehend us.
Magic on us.
Can you find more detailed information on that magic?
I can certainly try. And then Dione kind of looks back at the fox. So do you know, like, what kind of... Well, actually, no, wait. Would animals be able to know what kind of, like, differentiate the different schools of magic?
I don't know if you would know that.
Hmm.
You could certainly ask.
Yeah. Does our magic have a specific scent, by the way? Something different from what you usually smell off the two-legged ones?
I don't know. I typically just smell magic. But I could potentially sniff this one out. Maybe.
Yeah, sure. And then she kind of presents, like, the back of her hand and puts it forward as she's kneeling.
The fox sniffs it, and its ears twitch as it is sort of reading its surroundings, sniffing. It kind of walks to the entrance of the tavern again, and then pauses. How long does Speak with Animals last again?
Speak with animals, that will...
10 minutes, I think?
10 minutes? Okay.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay. Just making sure so I can keep track of, like, in-time stuff, how long it's taking.
Yeah, it's been like...
It pauses in front of the tavern's entrance.
Is something... Did you find it?
I can't go in there. I'll get yelled at.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine. And then Dot just kind of gestures for the to kind of like pick up the fox and like kind of just to see if it would, tolerate that.
Well, it passes through the fox.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
I can't touch you. That's not normal.
Well, yeah, you're not here.
Hmm?
Yeah, you're not here.
How do you know?
It kind of
So-
stomps one of its paws on the ground. You're not here.
Huh.
It kind of tries to prove it to you and prances into the tavern, and almost immediately the dwarf goes, "Oi! Get out of here! What are you doing?" And the fox kind of just scurries on back to the entrance. The scent is coming from in there, though.
That's certainly interesting. Does anyone know how to get him to let him in?
Drink on us.
Does it have to be the fox, or can it be another creature that can smell?
He already has a scent. It might be easier just to get the dwarf to let him in.
I have
Wait,
parsley,
wait.
though. And he said
Oh, that's
parsley's
also
always
true.
welcome. And she
Uh,
pulls out parsley.
Oh. And then Dione just kind of, she actually tries to pick up parsley and like in the palm of her hand.
The fox
Hello.
kind of sniffs at the mouse, and it
Meow,
cocks
meow.
its
Eats
head
the
in
mouse.
confusion. No, it cocks its head in confusion.
This one isn't for eating. This is not.
Well,
This
no,
was
it's
an-
with you guys. It's also not here. What's going on?
I'm afraid I'll have to find out. And then Dione, kind of looks
Have
at the mouse.
quick question. If I cast a light on myself, would that change anything? I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try. So Yig is going to cast a light on himself.
On himself?
Yes.
Glowing
there's a-
ball of light.
There's a
Yes.
6-foot humanoid light now emanating. And strangely enough, the dwarf and the woman at the bar look over right at Yggdrasil.
Doesn't light have a restriction to only a 5-foot cubed area? Or like,
He's
Yeah.
a little tall.
What do you mean?
hold up. You want me
Light
to,
gives off light.
Yeah.
Even if it only casts it in so far,
There's still a light. Yeah.
seeing a random light appear outside, it's still going to be strange.
Yeah, but like
The next... Because the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk inside the tavern.
Okay. They're kind of watching curiously, very, very confused.
Dione tries to use Druidcraft to make, what was that flower? What? We had a note about what flower she usually uses.
I believe you did, yes.
What?
'Twas a purple flower, was it not?
I believe so. Dione kind of uses Druidcraft, like she goes into the tavern with Hope's mouse kind of still in her palm, and just kind of uses Druidcraft on her other hand to make a purple flower just kind of appear like in her other hand.
They're kind of focused on the light that is Yig.
She puts it she puts it like on her mother's head.
It falls through.
Huh. She looks to the mouse and she's like, hello, can you can smell the magic that's on us right now, yes?
Does speak with animals allow for all animals, or does it just target the one?
I think it's all animals, I believe.
All right.
You
Yes.
also have to realize a mouse is like an intelligence of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about that. It's my little Parsley.
Mm-hmm.
Parsley will help us.
Parsley's
Parsley
a
will help
special
us.
mouse. Parsley's a special mouse.
Has
Parsley is
intelligence of 3.
is Brain from Pinky and the Brain.
Yes.
Take over the world.
Yes.
I,
What are we
Parsley,
going
will
to do
take
tonight,
over the
Brain?
world.
Same thing we
Taking-
do every night, Pinky.
Take over the world.
Okay.
It kind of nods.
Okay, and then she kind of does the same thing, presents the back of her hand, and kind of waits for the mouse to point in a direction.
It backs away from your hand.
No, I don't mean to scare you. Just pick up the scent for me, please.
It tries to scurry under Hope's sleeve.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the issue? You see, she looks to.
There's magic on us.
I'm going to just place a hand by Parsley. See if she'll take a sniff.
The mouse definitely goes up to your hand, but it doesn't seem to understand what it needs to do. It just takes this gesture as the usual, like, you're comforting it.
Looking back. Could you, can you speak with Parsley?
Not every animal is capable of speaking back.
It doesn't need to speak back so long as understand, right?
Yes. Is it more comfortable when, he's with you?
Parsley enjoys my company.
Okay. And then she
You
just kind of-
guys hear the dwarf start to shuffle his cards again. And he's looking to Dion's mother. Would you like me to do a reading for her? Sure.
Can I roll an Arcana check
Arcana check?
on the cards?
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
You have Detect Magic?
Yeah,
Go on.
I'm casting
Hop
it.
off.
Yeah.
Cool, because I rolled a nat 1, because I'm using the app.
You can definitely tell there's magic, but that's about it.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Detect Magic tells you the type of magic, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Alright, so you cast Detect Magic, and the cards seem to be emanating. Every single school of magic. Primarily divination, but in some way, shape, or form, every card is emanating magic. And what's the range on that again?
30 feet.
Okay. Not quite.
I mean,
The cards
I can
are.
walk.
I know. The cards are definitely emanating that kind of magic, though. He's looking at them confused, though. And he kind of starts counting them on the table.
How many are there?
He's only counting 52.
And there should be 54.
Correct. God damn it! Where did I leave them?
Can I see if I can locate the other cards? Like, look around and if I can sense them anywhere?
Very easily, you sense illusion and what is it? Abjuration magic, I believe.
Okay.
You notice there are 2 cards in the back where he typically goes to get food or drink or such.
Can I go that way and see if I can grab the cards?
Okay. You want to try and
Meanwhile-
grab the cards?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the walking light goes to the other cards, sits down, and just stays there.
You do find the 2 cards. Your hand goes through them,
Hmm.
but they are face up and you can tell which cards they are.
Okay.
You notice that on his table, where the cards typically sit, there's a little holder for them, a little case. You see the mists and the ghost card sitting on the table.
Hmm.
They're both looking to the light, very confused, by the way.
I just realized
Hmm.
with something I have, I'm going to just kind of look at the situation and I'm gonna rule for something, and if I actually do this, make sense in her head. Hope's just going to try and see if she uses thaumaturgy to make her voice really, really loud.
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
So which one are you doing?
The voice booms for one, the
Okay.
booming voice.
They
Can you
don't
hear me?
seem to notice.
All right. What
There's
if
the
I?
faintest, like, almost perking their heads to try and hear something. But it's kind of like if you're listening for the hum of a machine or something like that.
I'm gonna cause the flames to flicker.
Okay.
Okay. The
Um,
flames flicker and they're very confused. Do we actually have ghosts? What the
Do
hell?
we actually
I'm
have
gonna make
ghosts?
the windows and doors fly
Oh
shut.
my god!
All right, they are terrified and doors.
Cards.
oh, where? Show me.
Come towards where I am. I'm
Okay, I go over there.
All right. You see the same 2 cards that she's seeing. Mist
Okay.
and Ghost.
I'm gonna do something kind of weird, I think,
Okay.
because I think Yggdrasil saw what is your character's name, Gabby?
Seraphina.
Seraphina. Yggdrasil saw Seraphina catch the fireplace back on fire. So, and with his own light spell working, I would like to cast a guiding bolt on the 2 cards.
Okay, what would that do?
If I hit the cards, it causes 4d6 radiant damage.
Jesus.
So basically, he's going to
Obliterate
kill the
those
card.
fucking cards.
Yes.
What?
Kill
Nuke
the
the
cards.
cards.
Nuke the cards.
All right,
I'm
try
back.
it.
I'm
Try
back, by the
and
way.
radiate
Step
the
away.
cards.
I had to step away for a second.
Okay,
That's
that would
fine.
be a 16 to hit the cards.
You managed to hit one of them. And it
Even if I'm putting it like
shattered.
point blank range?
What card
Yes.
is it?
You managed to hit the ghost.
These are some evasive cards.
Oh dang.
You
Man, let me
managed to
tell
hit
you.
the ghost card, and it, regrettably, it burns up.
Regrettably.
Regrettably?
Do our forms turn back to normal?
They've looked normal the entire time. There's only one way to find out.
Can I touch the card and see if I can like actually feel it?
You can now touch the card.
Well,
Hey.
do I want to set this card on fire or nah?
Dio.
Well, what does that card do is a good question. It's just
Oh yeah,
mist
which
that
card
we
is
had.
this one?
That
I.
one is the mist card,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to let the doors open and just be like, please come back.
They're both
Nice.
standing in front of the tavern, looking at the doors open weirdly, and they're just looking in wonder and terrifiedness of like, what is going on?
Yusuf goes up to the front. Hello, can you see us again?
See? You hear
Yes.
Dion's mother say,
Can you
I can't see.
our form?
Dione goes back outside and goes to find the fox.
The fox is still standing there,
Yeah.
kind of cowering because of the doors opening.
And she goes up to it and she's like, "No, is speak with animals still
Speak
in
with
effect?"
animals would be up.
All right.
It would not work anymore.
Oh, okay.
So you would have to cast it again if you wanted to talk to it again.
I mean,
she just
if,
kind of goes
now
up
here's
to
the
it
issue with that,
in
though.
a calming gesture.
It already understood us, so like, do we need
Well-
to understand it, or can we just speak to it?
Well, I was casting speak with animals.
You're casting it again?
No, I'm saying like Dione was like doing her thing anyway.
Yeah.
So just to check to make sure, from just that small communication, our bodies are still invisible, but they can hear us now?
Yes.
So,
And Dione kind of talks, and she kind of just starts making like noises she would know that would calm the fox down.
Burn the
Roll
card.
performance.
Performance?
Yes. Because you were trying to imitate an animal.
Yes. But I'm also a druid.
That doesn't mean you're able
I
to
know.
imitate an animal.
Hey,
Kind of like how I'm a
That's
mimic
seven.
bird, but that doesn't mean that I
Yes.
can automatically mimic every sound.
make card go
Exactly.
boom.
That's a 7.
Make card go boom?
That's a 7.
Yeah.
It understands that you're trying to comfort it, but it definitely doesn't like the noises you're making.
She stops and just kind of kneels down in front of it. Like, just kind of like kneels next to it. Like, just kind of.
It sniffs at you.
Yeah, just kind of like sitting next to it.
Alright. Do it. Burn the card.
Okay. So, with the card in my fingers, I'm going to walk right out in front of them, and I'm going to burn the card.
You're gonna burn it in front of like everyone? Even the
In front of him, he's
card?
gonna. If he
No, I'm
smiles,
not
he's
gonna do
say
that.
he's burnt
I'm not going to do that.
The card
That's me.
floating before erupting in flames before his eyes.
But you are going to burn it?
Yes.
Holy mother of... No! As he sees all of you randomly appear back into his vision.
Dione.
God,
Hey, it
I
worked.
didn't mean to scare you. I just wanted to get your attention.
Don't do it like that.
Yeah. Dion's gonna try and just like pet the fox like on its back.
It allows you to.
Yeah.
Dion's mother shall walk up to Dion and go, "Never run off like that again."
I didn't run off.
Run off like that again.
She is now repeating it.
I don't know what happened, but I think it was something with the cards.
She just hugs you.
She just kind of pauses for a minute and just kind of hugs back. Like, cause you know.
Barkeep.
You said it was the cards?
Barkeep.
Yes.
Aye.
Your cards was the cause of this.
The 2 cards I was missing. I see. Which ones were they?
Ghost and Mist.
Ghost and Mist.
That explains it. You see, I told you. Each card has a little bit of its own magic. Well, yes, I can use them to tell the futures and do readings like that. Yes, I can also use them to play the game. Each card does its own little thing. Left on its own like that. Sometimes that goes awry.
But
If
why
it's not with the
us?
others.
Yes, indeed. Why us?
Magic works in mysterious ways.
Hmm.
I'm not even sure of it all. Maybe it's destined to be. These
Destined to be.
are cards for the future. Granted, the past as well.
Well, unfortunately, you have 2 less cards.
You'd be wrong about that. Why do you say that?
Because we burned them up.
Watch this. He walks back inside and immediately picks up the deck off of the bar where he left them. He shuffles them, and out comes Mist and Ghost. The card may be destroyed, but the magic itself does not. Think of it as breaking a rune.
Oh.
You may have let the magic go for a bit, but it can always be redrawn, and it can always be reactivated. Like I said, magic works in mysterious ways.
Magic works in mysterious ways.
It really does, I guess.
As this is going on, can I just like slide a pot brownie at Dion's mom like I promised?
Go for it.
As
She'll
she's
munch on
hugging her daughter.
Just like slide it into her mouth.
Nom 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 nom.
She'll grab it and eventually break the hug, walking back into the tavern for some warmth, as it is still winter.
Dion just kind of like picks up the fox and just kind of walks in the tavern with it.
I'll let it slide.
I'll let it slide.
I would be a lot nicer to them.
And why is that?
They tend to help you if you help them.
I see. Equivalent exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Exchange.
And
I mean, isn't that how the world
That's
works?
how the world works. Aye.
How the world works.
Yeah. By
Well,
the way,
then-
she's
Well, then, here's a question for everybody. Where are we gonna go off to if we stick together?
Friends that can help.
Yes!
I don't know if I can stay. As she
Dion's mother
says,
looks at her curiously. Why not? It seems you've made some friends.
Mm. She just kind of like shifts in her chairs and just kind of like puts the fox kind of closer to her. She's keeping the fox, by the way, just so you know.
Dion,
Mm.
there is much about you that you don't know. You may have to take a trip to Monomouth. And that
Where?
is Monomouth, north of here. Doesn't matter when, doesn't matter how, but you will learn much about yourself there. I think it's time, after being in the forest for so long, that you actually go out and see the world.
See the world.
That's right, young one. See the world.
Well, I've kind of been tasked with the same thing, so maybe we can learn together.
Yig for now.
Yes, Yig for now.
Yig. That sounds short for something.
It is short for something, however, I don't feel like it's necessary to reveal my full name as of yet.
As of yet.
Understood.
That's
Well, then.
comforting.
A little rude.
If you're all going to stick together, I'm willing to sponsor you.
Sponsor you.
I'm willing to help out where I can. And if you need a place to stay, I'm always open. Think about it. And that is where I will end session 1.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't even get my fortune by the way, anything yet.